What's going on, everybody? This is your boy, the Sports Dr. Spock, Mickey Coleman, coming at you with another video. My wrestling videos seem to do pretty well, so we're going to do another wrestling shoot video. As Tony Atlas remembers former NWA champion Harley Race. Harley Race is a former 7-time NWA champion and also a former promoter as well. I believe he owned either the Kansas City or St. Louis region, which was a pretty big in the territory days. Harley ran those, or was part owner of those organizations. And Harley Race has a hell of a reputation too for being a pretty tough guy. Tony Atlas here on Boston Wrestling.com, which is a pretty good wrestling show. If you guys get to check them out on YouTube, fair use. But check them out on YouTube, BostonWrestling.com, as Tony Atlas shares some of his thoughts on Mr. Harley Race. Y'all take it away.
Around the world, welcome to another installment of Wrestling Insiders. I'm Dan Marotti, joined by
Mr. USA WWE Hall of Famer, Tony Atlas.
All right, Tony, we have a very interesting topic.
I like doing that.
I know you do. You get very excited, almost like Lanny, but he gets excited in a different way. You're busy with chicken wings, not your own wings.
No.
All right. Our good
That's very funny. If you guys don't know, he's talking about also the late Lanny Poffo, who is the son of Angelo Poffo and a brother of the Macho Man Randy Savage. Lanny, as you guys can remember, was very flexible and athletic. He could do flips and poems and all that. But it was a rumor going around back in the day that Randy could pretty much give himself some dome. Some noggin, some knowledge. He could do it to himself. Me, I gotta throw out $45 and have somebody. But anyway, that's what was so funny about that joke. But let's get into Harley, and before I get in some trouble.
Our good friend Papa from Pitcher's Path wanted to know, Tony, your thoughts on one of the all-time greats, a man that has joined us here in this studio, who we just saw a quick clip of, that passed away recently, Harley Race, a man you had the chance to work with around the country, even before WWF, down in the NWA territories.
The very first time I met Harley Race was in with Bob Geiger, and he used to, and Pat O'Connor. They used to promote Missouri and Kansas back in the day. And George Scott sent me down there for some experience. And as I walked out,
yeah, just like I said, he used to own that territory with a couple other people.
In Missouri, there was a bunch of guys with long beards down to the mid-chest, shotguns in the back of their pickup truck, and Jack Daniel bottles in their hand. And I walked to my car, and I got afraid, because at that time I was the only black person in this whole building or this whole area. So I ran back in the building, and Harley Race was coming out of the shower. At that time, he was dressed as handsome Harley Race. He was coming out.
That's where I first knew him as. I believe it was Handsome, the King Harley Race, or Handsome Harley Race. When I first became a wrestling fan, Harley Race had already won 7 NWA championships. I first saw him as a kid in the WWF as the King Harley Race. But as I became a little bit more of a historian, I grew to appreciate his career.
Coming out the shower. So he said, "Kid, why you hanging around? You was on first match. You should be gone." And I said, "I'm going to stay here tonight." He said, "Why is that?" I said, "I'm afraid there's some people out there that when I look at them, I just get fearful." He said, "Well, I'll tell you what, kid. When you go back out there, you tell them that you're a friend of Harley Race. I whooped everybody in this town. I whooped everybody in this town." Harley Race was one of the toughest individuals.
Legitly, Harley could really fight. And plus, Harley carried Harley carried that thrill on him, if you know what I'm saying. Harley carried that as my favorite comedian Corey Holcomb say, that God damn it on him. So, if he didn't feel like whooping your ass, he might have shot the shit out of you. Go ahead, Tony.
I ever met in my life. But when he got me in the ring, he treated me like gold. He treated me real good. He was a wonderful person. He was a good coach, a good trainer, and he was one of the best, if not the best world champion we ever had. Harley Race knew how to work with a 300-pound man, and he knew how to work with a 200-pound man and have a great match. Most of Harley Race matches I have, we went anywhere between 30 to 60-minute matches. Harley Race was the first man to body slam Andre the Giant.
Yeah, see, Andre if he liked you, would let you slam him. I think Jerry Lawler did it. They tried to say Hulk Hogan was the first time it had ever been done. Hogan did it in WrestleMania 3, but that ain't even the first time Hogan body slammed Andre the Giant. Jerry Lawler did it. Harley Race, as they just said, a few people slam Andre. If Andre liked you, he'd go up for you for the body slam.
And a lot of people don't know that he body slammed Andre the Giant years before Hulk Hogan did it. And when Harley Race did it, Andre was in his prime. And when Hulk Hogan did it, Andre was not in his prime. Harley Race was a person that always going to be respected. And I got to tell you this funny story about Harley Race and me. We're in Atlanta, Georgia, at the Omni. I'm saying that right?
You are.
The Omni?
Yep.
The Omni, sure.
And Ole Allen said,
the Omni was the arena where the Hawks used to play back in the day, too, and where they used to have major Atlanta events.
that time was the booker. So Ole got this bright idea because I just won another bodybuilding contest. He said, Tony, take off them wrestling trunks and put on your posing trunk, the trunk you used to win the contest with.
Them Daisy Dukes. You know what I'm saying? Them things that barely cover up your meat. They wanted this. They wanted they wanted my man to go out there basically in Speedos, as big and as jacked as he is. I mean, this dude used to be jacked. So they got this big, black, greasy man out here in a Speedo in like the bodybuilding shorts that they had back in the day. And this was a world-class bodybuilder too before he ever was a wrestler, or at the same time as he was wrestling, which he got the name for Mr. USA Tony Atlas.
I said, well, they very skipping like McKinney. He said, yeah, but the people want to see. He said, I want you to do some posing. Show them how you won the contest. Because most people never see the bodybuilding contest. I said, okay. So I put on the posing trunk. Well, I get in the ring. Harley Race come in, right off his feet, got his blue jacket on and everything. He ain't seen me yet. So all of a sudden, Harley turned around, and he saw me in them trunks. He jumped back. As we come to the ring, the referee talking to us. Harley Race said, what the hell you got on there, kid? You forgot to put on your trunks. These my posing trunks. This no damn posing contest. This is a wrestling contest. Wear them damn trunks. I don't like that. Turn around and walk back. I go, oh, hope he don't break nothing on me. So we wrestled for about maybe 10, 15 minutes. Fannie Harley Race said, give me a backdrop, kid. I threw him into the rope. I bent over to backdrop him. As he went over the backdrop, he grabbed them trunks and pulled them all the way down to my knees.
His whole ass, dick, balls, everything was out. In a big ass, in a basketball arena, basically. I think he said they were wrestling in an Omni. So potentially 15 to 20,000 people just looking at this man's ass, dick, and balls. Wow. Go ahead, player, with your dick and ass and all that shit out in public.
I grabbed them trunks and pulled them up as fast as I could. I snatched Harley in a headlock, and I said, Harley, what the hell you do that for? He said, I want the people to see the dark side of the moon. And of course, we tried not to laugh, but he hated them trunks. That's why I never wore them again.
You only wore them one time.
That one, I Otis said, oh, that you look great out there, kid, in them trunks. I said, I would never wear them again. And Harley told me, he said, the next time I'm going to take them and throw them into the third row.
Just have him walking around just with his dick and balls all out. Well, this will pretty much be the end of this video, but I will do a couple more videos on this subject. So stay tuned for more of Tony Atlas speaking on Harley Race on the BostonWrestling.com show. This is your boy, the Sports Dr. Spock, Mickey Coleman. Check me out. And I will holler at you guys later. Peace.